and voila! You have your macaroni and cheese, and you're gonna be the hit at your Thanksgiving gathering, or on a random Tuesday. Hey everybody, welcome to the Hamakua Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany, and today we are thinking all about Thanksgiving, or really any time of year. Mac and cheese is a staple in every American household. Well, most of the ones that I can think of anyway. We're gonna start by cooking our noodles. Take your pre-packaged or homemade noodles and boil them for 1 minute less than the packaging says for al dente. I like to add water into my, I like to add no, I don't. I like to add oil into the water while I'm cooking the noodles. A lot of other folks like to drizzle it on top afterwards. Both of them work just fine if you ask me. Then preheat your oven to 325. While your noodles are cooking, go ahead and shred up all your cheese. You can choose whatever types of cheese you want. You're looking for a grand total of somewhere around 3 cups. Today I chose to use cheddar and Gouda, although Gruyere cheese is a great option as well, but the store I went to didn't have any, so we got Gouda instead. You can also play around with Parmesan or any other kinds of cheese that you want. Drain your noodles and then douse them in cold running water. This will help the cooking process stop immediately so that they don't get too soft when you're cooking them in the oven later. In a pretty big saucepan, take half a cup of butter and half a cup of flour, melting them together to make a roux. You're gonna cook this off for about 2 full minutes. That way you're going to get rid of that raw flour flavor. Now you can add 1.5 cups of whole milk, and 2.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. Whisking constantly. When this concoction starts to thicken up, it's time to turn off the heat and add your cheese. Don't add it all at once, then it'll just become kind of a clump and it'll have a hard time melting. Add a couple handfuls at a time and make sure you leave some left behind so you can sprinkle it on top later. At this time you can add your spices, and if you want to use bacon, go ahead and add it now too. We're using 2 teaspoons of each of the following: onion powder, paprika, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. You can really add anything else that you like as well. Just kind of whatever tickles your fancy. In regards to the bacon, I wish that I would have left some to sprinkle on top because it would be really pretty, but I didn't. I could have cooked more, but I didn't. And now you can add your pre-cooked noodles and mix them all together. If your cheesy sauce is too thick, you can add a little bit more heavy whipping cream, half and half, milk, whatever you have on hand, just to thin it out enough to be a nice creamy cheesy sauce. Now transfer it into a glass casserole dish. You can grate some Parmesan on top. That's really, really nice for browning, but also add the rest of that cheese that you saved from last time, and maybe some more Parmesan on top of that. Sometimes I like to add breadcrumbs at this point in time as well. Unfortunately, I did not buy any at the store, but I would add breadcrumbs and butter together, melt them all together to make like kind of crispy, crunchy bits on top. That's a good one to add for later too. Not today, another time, because I didn't go to the store. Pop this into the oven uncovered for 20 to 25 minutes. You do have the option to save the last 3 minutes or so and put it on broil. Then you'll get more of a browning on top. And voila! Now you have the best macaroni and cheese at your Thanksgiving gathering. Or on a random Tuesday night. Oh, it is Tuesday. It really is Tuesday. It turned out absolutely beautiful, you guys. I am so stoked. Delicious. Delicious, delicious, cheesy, melty awesomeness. I am not going to give you a taste test today because I'm the only one at home right now and I don't eat noodles. But there you go. Voila. Blammo. Boom. Shakalaka. Boom. I've also heard of people adding cream cheese. And if you don't want to use heavy whipping cream, you can substitute it for half and half. And you can take out any spices that I said that you don't like, and you can add any spices that you do like. That's the beautiful thing about cooking and about this recipe. You can do whatever the heck you want. And that's going to do it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Hamakua Homestead. I'll see you again soon. Soon. Real soon.